Hi, hello, how are you, Amanda? Seint Artist. We're gonna do mom makeup. We're gonna do our face. These are my eye colors today, and this is your out the door makeup. I've got things to do today. I have responsibilities, and this is responsibility makeup because here's the nice thing. Digging through a bag and having one more messy thing to deal with is not for me anymore. And so having my whole face in one handy place is organized. It's in one place. It's the one thing I can count on right now. And so I'm going to put my primer on. I have oily skin and I am really loving the Milk Hydro Grip. I've been using it for years and it just works. So we're going to pop that on. I've done my eyes. I've done my brows. I will list the colors of my eyes in the comments or not in the comments, in the description. And let's get started. I have been using a new skincare and my skin has loved it. I can't wait to see how this goes over the next few months. All right, so we're going to dig in. I've been using the powder brush and I've really been digging this end. It puts a good amount of coverage on and I like a good medium to full coverage. That's who I am. I have discoloration. I'm going to start with my blend brush on my discoloration. So we're going into the concrete color Aspen and we're going to just hit the mute button on our redness and scarring. And that works best for me because I want my makeup to stay where I put it, especially over breakouts, scarring, hyperpigmentation. So using two colors, Aspen for redness, and then I go into my suede lip liner and then I add a little Nova to it. And I use this on the perimeter of my face to help camouflage my hyperpigmentation. If camouflaging some of your freckling is what you want, this works too. And for some people, that works really well pairing it with your main highlight. When you're putting a main highlight over freckles, it can get a little tricky because you have your skin color and you got your freckle color. And I like having a little sweeping of suede over freckles sometimes to help with that look of the makeup. It gives a nice final finish that I really love when you lay your main highlight on top of it. All right, going into the powder brush, and I am currently Athens, but I touch a little bit of white peach into it. So if you find that your neck is lighter than your face, take your main highlight. You don't need extra colors for this. Take your main highlight and tap a little bit of your brightening in and just go down here at your jawline and then pull it down. This will help bridge your makeup from your neck to your face, especially in colder months. I don't know if it's colder where you are, but it's colder where I am and a lot of rain. We have a lot of raincoats, high collars, sweaters, turtlenecks, mock necks, whatever, and your makeup will transfer. It's makeup, not magic. And so bridging this down just a little bit without covering your neck in makeup is nice so that you don't have makeup on the collar. So tap a little bit of your brightening in, bring that down on the lower part of your face, and then bring it down your neck. This, for me, I get a little bit of breakouts over here because I probably don't wash it well enough. Anyways, this helps bridge and cover the things that I want to do. All right, then I can go into my main highlight, again, Athens, and that's when I can bring that farther up. And this brush, the flat denseness of it makes applying a dream. It does. And you'll see these other cream makeup brands, Merit, OG, all of them, you'll see a brush very similar to this. And we have this end, which is really great for getting into nooks and crannies for brightening, especially around the eyes. So I've been bringing my main highlight all the way up under my eyes. I'm going to add a little bit of balm. Balm's the game changer. Touch a little bit of balm over your crow's feet. Let's just call them fine lines and wrinkles and texture of your under eye. Add a little bit of balm to it. I need to get a new one. It's sparse, but I'll use this thing till it's gone. And this helps with texture, with it not creasing and that kind of thing. So I've been taking my main highlight and bringing this up and using this as my corrector rather than Frenchie and rather than Demi. And it's been working really nice. Less is more. If you put too much on, just blend it down and away. It's going to be fine. But this gives me a nice, pretty balance. And then I'm just going to go over on the other side with my Athens. We're balancing out the skin tone and covering up my scarring. And that's really all your main highlight needs to do. My breakouts are on the lower part of my face the most. My forehead's in pretty good shape. And so I just don't add any main highlight up there because I just don't need it. I use my contour, my brightening, which are also a foundational coverage. All right, I'm going to sweep whatever's left over the red nose. Why not? All right, so we've balanced our skin out. We've added coverage, and now we can go in and I'm going to start putting dimension on my face while also adding coverage. I'm going to go in with the small end, pointy end into my brightening white peach. I'm going to go right here in the middle, and I'm going to push this up and over my brows. This works really well with canceling redness I have around my brows. And then I'm going to pull this up into my forehead, and it's going to work with the contour I'm about to add. But do you see how this just adds this color should be a couple shades lighter than your skin tone. And that's just to give the illusion of reflecting light. What's left on the brush, I'm just tapping over my Cupid's bow and on the point of my chin. I'm going to do my nose with my finger. You'll see. All right, going back, I really just use this for brightening. Going back to this end, we're going to go into indigo. I love having everything. I mean, can you imagine? We've already had to dig through a bag a couple times, but instead it's just all right here. So I'm taking my indigo and I'm sweeping this along the hairline and bringing it down towards the outside of my brow just to add a little bit of a bronzy look. I really love indigo because it has a bit of red to it. If that bothers you, talk to me. We'll find a new one, probably cedar. And so it just gives me a little bit of a bronze look. And so I sweep this along the hairline, bridging it up in the middle, bringing it down towards that brow, into that temple. I like to blend as I go. I don't like smearing a bunch of stuff and over producting my face. And so we're just going to bring that down. We're going to go back to this end. We're going to use the back side here to just pull that brightening into that contour so you don't end up with that line, so it looks like you have a weird brown rainbow across your forehead. But as these meet up, it creates balance, coverage, and dimension. All the things you want, and you have essentially one layer of makeup. That's good stuff. All right, we're going to go in on the side of this brush, just like that, and we're going to go to, you see this natural shadow here? We're going to go above it. We're going to hit that base of the cheekbone, and I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to smile so I could see that curvature, that natural shadow, and I'm going to follow it a little bit and blend it down into that. As I mature, I've lost volume in the apples of my cheeks, and I like to accentuate it when I'm smiling, so I put the base here, and I'm just pulling it and following that natural shadow. So again, we're going right here. We're going to the base of that cheekbone over here. We're going to smile. See that curve? I'm going above it. I'm not going into it because as I blend, it's going to pull my shadowing down. So I stay up above it, just like that. It's so pretty. All right, next we're going to do our nose. We're going to stick to the side here. I kind of load this up on my nose because I have a hard time doing the schnoz. So there it is. We're going to go on the top side of the nose, following that natural brow shadow as our guide. So right here, following, overcorrect this, okay? Going down the side, it's going to be fine, following that natural shadow, down and around, overcorrecting. If they touch, that's okay. It's fine. We get to correct that with brightening, and then I'm squaring off my nose. I like my nose to feel like it has a stop, and it's not super long. All right, so then we're just going to blend this down, pushing it up, just using this brush to move things around, blend things around. If you bridge this together, that's okay. If you have a crooked nose or a bump on your nose, I have a little bump that dips in right here. So I like to bring my contour together in that area. If I have to add more, I do. And then I can take my pinky into my brightening highlight, and we're just going to go right down the middle here. Sweep, 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 swipe, swipe, swipe. And we just tap this out, and this straightens things out, helps to camouflage that bump, and by using your finger, your bristles aren't getting everywhere. For me, it ends up accentuating my bump. Using my finger doesn't, and so that's why I do it. Find what works for you and do it. There's something for everybody. It's just finding that something for you. All right, we're going to take this end here with nothing added onto it, and we're just going to work on the side and just have this nice, seamless little blend. I'm going to grab a little bit of brightening. We're going to start under that natural trough, and we're going to go up and brighten as just a way of accentuating and giving a little bit of a youthful brightness under our eye. But keep that going under that trough, because otherwise you're going to accentuate the trough. You see how it just adds that little touch of brightness? Tappy tap. And we're just going to tidy up the eyeshadow, give ourselves a little eye lift right here. Follow that down and just blend it out onto that orbital bone. And it's just so nice. All right, grabbing that again. And I'm just going from under the trough here, and then we're working our way up into that inner corner. I do this instead of shimmer. I find shimmer makes my under eyes, if I go a little too, when it's textury under here, if I put shimmer in the inner corner, it falls into this little trough, and it accentuates the texture that's under my eyes. Because again, I'm 43. There is texture there, and you can tell me I don't have enough, and that's okay. But I'm also doing things to make you think I don't have enough. It's makeup, not magic, and it's all an illusion, okay? My skin also isn't this naturally balanced and shadowed. Makeup is wonderful. It makes us feel good. When we walk by the mirror, we want to feel good when we see ourselves. And that's all I'm doing. So I don't add shimmers where I don't want to because I don't want it to accentuate things I don't want to. All right, going back to this little end, and we're going to go and do some blush. I am going to be using these two colors. This is Rosewood, and then this is Pink Grapefruit. I'm going to go with that short stumpy end. We're going to grab him a smile, and I'm going to add Rosewood. But because it's spring, some people feel, this is a debate I've been having, where Rosewood is orange or is it pink. I find it has a pink tone to it, but if you find that it pulls a little bit orange, grab some Rosewood, grab some Pink Grapefruit, and add it in, and it adds this little touch of spring to your blush. It's so pretty. If you have multiple colors in your palette, tap into multiples. It's so good. So going into Rosewood first, and I'm just going to add this. I smile because, again, it's a trick. I heard sweeping makes you feel better. So if you're having a hard day, go sweep a floor. I think a man made that rule. Or just smile and put on some blush, and it'll trick your brain into thinking she's smiling, she's happy. Okay, going into that Pink Grapefruit, and we're just going to touch that into it and add a little extra pink to it. I bring mine way up here, and that's okay. That's okay. Do it. If you like it, do it. That's all makeup is. It's doing whatever it is that you like. This is where you get to have control. This is why mom makeup is a thing. Mom makeup is supposed to make moms happy because, well, we're doing a lot for a lot of people. This is for us. Makeup is for us and no one else. That's it. All right, we're going to go into indigo here. Do you see how this has a bit of an angle? We're going to sweep that into our contour. We're going to sweep that under our lip and over the lip. Instead of outlining our lips, we're going to outline them with a shadow rather than showing that we don't know where our lip line is. Okay, we're going to grab a little brightening with our finger, and we're going to put that little powdered donut look right around here just to chisel and snatch out the sides. Give us a little pucker. A little pucker because we're too tired to actually kiss anybody. We could be like, here you go. Here you go, kids. Moms, this is our makeup. I'm going to take my multitasker brush and I'm going to go into indigo again. This is such a great lip liner. All right, we're going to go in. Now, if you look, I have my lip and then I have an inner lip line. For me, at 43, I go to this inner lip line here and I bring it down, and this is going to give my lip a little lift. All right, grabbing that inner lip line, going down to the bottom, and we're not outlining. We are going to the edge on the bottom. It's such a good little, if you have maturing lips, find that second lip line. If you don't think you have one, I'm telling you have one. My shoulder. 43 has not been kind to my shoulders. Okay, or my hip, my left hip specifically. All right, we're going up. We're going over. Woo, hitting that lip line. Not the outside lip line. The top, you don't have a double. But don't go to the corner. Stop short a couple millimeters. A couple millimeters makes a difference. Okay, just like a couple inches makes a difference to other people. Okay, we're going to go in to our Pink Grapefruit here on the fat side of the multitasker brush. And we're going to add that to our indigo. Okay, it looked good on the cheeks. It's going to look good right here. This is such a pretty spring combo, okay? It's not summer yet. It's summer adjacent. And we're going to add a little bit of pink into that indigo. It's good. For me, the satins are a little drying on my lips. You can grab the balm if you want, but mine's a little sparse, so I'm going to go into the Seint Lip Oil. When this comes back, gosh, I hope it's in the summer because we really need this kind of stuff for the summer. And I tell you to get it. Listen to me. It's good stuff. It's super hydrating. It smells like cupcakes. It shows as iridescent in the bottle. It's not iridescent on the lips. It's just a nice clear oil, and it smells good and it feels good. I will say, I thought I'd be pro lipstick, the sparkly lipstick. I love the sparkly lipstick, but this stuff, This will be when it comes out again. I'm mad at myself for buying one. I want one for in here. I want one for my purse. I want one for my pool bag, and I want one for my bed. Like, I'm buying the schnockers out of this. So if I tell you to get it, you better go, because I'm buying a bunch and it's taken away from you because I want it all. I mean, let's see. There's 0.5 mLs is what it says. I'm already halfway out. They better hurry up with this. But it's so smooth and good. But it's not sticky. You know that lip gloss that's like, you feel like it's probably taffying your lips together. This doesn't have that. It's just good. But adding that shadow gives me that pout, makes me feel good. Now I'm oily, so I'm going to take Urban Decay De-Slick. We're going to spray this on. I spray it on, okay? And then while my face is still damp, I'm going to take a fluffy brush, grab a kabuki brush or blush and bronzer, go into the powder, and start on the perimeter while your face is damp. So go quick, and then perimeter, and then bring it into the middle. Grab it, start on the perimeter, and using it while it's still damp will help reduce the texture of powder, because powder has a texture. I don't care what, if it's pressed, if it's loose, if it's special, if it's magic, if it's something from outer space, it's gonna change the texture of your makeup, and it's gonna create a texture on your skin. So once you've put it on and brought it to the middle and you think your brush is empty, it is not. Think of glitter, think of arts and crafts, it's in there, okay? Go under your eyes when you think it's empty. Not when you think it's kind of empty. When you think it's gone, that's when you go under your eyes. I like it. But I also like that I still have a nice dewy finish and I don't look like a chalkboard. Now, if you're oily like me, keep one in your purse with a little triangle poof and touch up. Again, makeup, not magic. I have an itch. Ugh, I hate itching on camera. Anyway, all right, that's it. But if you have, what is that? Ooh, if you have oily skin, powder is necessary. But, jeez, what is going on? Is it a hair? What the heck? It's tickling. I don't know why I'm tickling right here. Ooh. Anyways, it's still tickling. It feels weird. Okay, I'm going to grab my brush and touch up my makeup now. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, if you are going to use powder, just remember, start out here and work your way in, whether it's with a poof, with a sponge, with a brush, whatever. That's it. All right. That's my makeup. That's your mom makeup. I talk a lot, so these take a while, but your whole face can be done in 10 minutes. You don't have to be so extra like me, especially if you don't have to color correct. But when you have scarring, you have hyperpigmentation, I don't show it every time, but I do like to show it more often than not because I can cover my stuff. Okay, let me be clear. I can cover my stuff without the correcting. Do I get the longevity I want because I'm busy? I don't have time to redo or recover my stuff in the middle of the day. Like, I got stuff to do. I'm a mom. I got to go get my kids. I got to go grocery shopping. I've got to take them to their sports. I've got to come home and cook dinner. I don't have time to zhuzh this up. So having that base of suede or aspen or whatever that's dense, it's going to hold my makeup on. It's going to keep it there all day. And that's why I color correct. It's for the longevity of my makeup. It's instant gratification, but it's also the longevity that when I walk by a mirror, I'm like, I don't need to fix that. I might need to fix that greasy area, but I don't need to fix that. All right, that's it. Mom makeup. Who wants mom makeup? It's right here. It's the least messy thing in your house. Like, you don't want to see what's happening in this room, but there is stuff and it is everywhere. It's hidden. Oh, we got fake flowers over here. I've got boxes open. I have a bag of brushes that spilled. I've got pillows from Valentine's Day shipping. I've got stuff, man. I got schoolwork on the floor back here. You can see a corner of it. Anyway, this is your least messy part of your house, and it makes you feel good. That's it. Let's feel good. Let's feel good. Have a good day.